Well, well, well. We are back with another Battlescroll. That was late, and now I don't have a PDF, and I'm grumpy. Upload the PDF, please, please. Okay, but thanks to the people over at Age of Index, you legends. Even got this dark mode option. Here we go. All right, awesome. I can now do this. Now, I've stolen the idea of Halo here to have a bingo sheet. Now, while I was waiting for this, I did go over and tick some of them off, but we'll do this again just to make sure I'm doing it correctly. But it's, as you can see, I'll read them out as I go in case they're too small. Let's get into it. So, let's start off bright and early, up the top, Beast of Chaos, in we go. Alright, let me just get the chat up on my other screen while I'm doing this. So, one of the things on my bingo card is obviously our best of all going to get nerfed. This is a tremendously important thing. They're everywhere in the meta. The most important thing. Alright, let me just check that I'm, Alright, here we go. Streaming is on. And let me get this chat up here. Shout out to everyone watching live. Watching this back. You are all legends. Okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot that if I make the broadcast, you guys can sit and chat. Sorry about that. I appreciate your patience. I was trying to work out. So first of all, what I did is I went and tried to get a mobile phone emulator to see if I could use the app, and but this turned out to be the best thing. Okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. All right, I'm so keen. So best of gores, are they nerfed? Are they nerfed? So left side is old one. Oh, sorry, is new one. Right side is old one. So 10 points. Okay, I do get my bingo card here of best of gores nerfed. Is that enough? Probably not. Let's see what else is in there. Dragon Ogres have gone down 20. So now this is actually really competitive. That's a solid option. I'm just going to zoom out slightly in this tab, guys. Just because we can kind of just see the overall picture. Okay, so Great Bray Shaman went up 10. Okay, Ungors went up 10. And that is all. So those are just the changes there. I'd say it's a pretty sizable nerf. By catching a stray, by the way, I mean that they got nerfed, not buffed, so they did get buffed here. I was expecting a random Dragon Ogre nerf. So, Basic Chaos overall, I think quite a bit worse. So, it is only 10 points in the best of gore, but you would take 1 or 2 units of Ungors, and 1 or 2, often 2 Great Bray Shamans. So, we're still looking at about 100 points here. So, yes, that's a pretty big nerf. Generally, when it gets to the 100, 200 sort of range, that 200 usually kills an army. 100 is usually okay. Alright, so, but that's the second time they've been nerfed. Okay, shout out to David in the chat. Yes, there's been an update. It happened. It has been summoned. And we're going through everything on Age of Index until the PDF comes in. I'm going to be periodically refreshing it, but it's not here. So, Big War. Okay, we have Break a Boss on Maya Brute. It's kind of a good way to see all the orcs, I guess, here. What is the change here? So it's supposed to only be the stuff that's changed. Okay, hold on. So we're going to have to find in here what's going on. Control 5. Okay, that looks like the difference here. Because he's a monster. Obviously. Okay. And then Dog Boss has gone down 10. So that gives me another bingo. Here we go. That's what I mean by Dog Boss. So nothing else for the Kruleboyz. So I don't get to put Kruleboyz buffs here because this is nothing. And nothing else for Iron Jaws, it seems. Okay, Blades of Khorne. So we have Blood Warriors going up 10. It's a sizable nerf. Blood Crushers going down 20. That's pretty nice. This is quite nice for Legion of the First Prince as well, actually. And we have the Bloodmaster going down 20. The Boomthirster going down 10. The 3-6 charged Thirster going up 10. The Ritualist going up 20. The Skullmaster going down 10. Keep going. Skull Reapers going up 10. Wrathmongers going up 10. Keep going. Like some decent nerfs there, but I wouldn't say that at all kills the army. You just have to, if you run like only pure, you know, the list we're seeing is like Bloodstoker, Ritualist, Blood Warriors, Wrathmongers. Probably there you are losing let's see here. If you got 5 units of Wrathmongers, and then, yeah, it's about 100 to 130 sort of points. That's a pretty sizable nerf for an already sort of expensive army, so does make the army quite a bit worse, I think. So that's a real nerf, I think. Bonesplitterz. Nothing. I've got that here on my. I've got it here on my. There you go. Bonesplitterz Ignored. Okay, one step closer to bingo. Shout out to everyone in the chat. What we're just doing now is going through Age of Index. All these are on the app, so if you want to update your app to follow along, or you can go to ageofindex.com/battlescroll, and Tobias, whoever makes this, is lovely, has prepared in all their glory this summary of all the changes. Okay, we have Cities of Sigmar, an army that performs well, that in my opinion is not that insane. We have the worst war scroll in the game going down 20. No. Dark Riders went up 20, which I think is mental. I don't think they needed to go up 20. Seems a little questionable to me. Dark Shards have also gone up 10. Was that necessary? Drakespawn Knights have gone up 10. Executioners have gone up 10. Okay, the crappy Free Guild Cavalier Marshals gone down 20. The Free Guild Cavaliers have gone down 10. If you guys see any War Scroll changes other than points, please do tell me, by the way, if I don't find them. The Marshal and Griffin has gone down 20, whatever. The War Hulk has gone down 20. No. No. Okay, so what I'm getting for this, basically, is just play the shooting. Okay? The Hammer has gone down 10, up 10, sorry. Okay, that sucks. Pontifex went down 30. Now, I think that puts her in a level. You might just consider her taking in lists that are not even human, just random, unrelated lists at 170. That is spicy. That's very spicy. Because, like, the damage is nice, and then the Unbind is also pretty nice, and then she's tanky and has access to some good prayers, so 170, she's spicy for sure. Rune Lord has gone up 10, and the Sorceress has gone up 10. That's a shame, but probably needed to happen. Talia's gone down 30, which I can't find that's kind of interesting. She's definitely on the edge of being good here. I think what, for me, would put her into the realm of being really playable would just be a bit more damage. Like, just put this, like, Stinger thing to 3 and then this to 4, and then we're in, I think. Maybe that's a lazy way of buffing it, but I think she needs to do a bit more damage. Wildercorpse Hunters, down 10 is, I think, mental. That doesn't make any sense to me, but sure. So basically what they're saying is take the human stuff, and sorry, elves players and dwarves. Yep. This is the I'm gonna call this the old world nerf. This is the these are going to old world, so stop buying them kind of vibe. That's what I'm getting from this. We're gonna stop making the models so we can make old world sets, so please stop buying them. In case of the hammers, they actually already have an old world set, right? So these, by the way, are not going to exist in AOS in like a year or 2 years, so just don't buy them, alright? Sorry, GW. Don't buy them, and buy the Fusel Major and Ogre Warhol, because this is an insane war scroll that for some reason has gone down 20, so excellent. Okay. We'll skip this army renown here. Let's go to Daughters of Khaine. We have this Malineth Witchblade War Scroll, but I'm fairly certain it's a Legends only War Scroll. We'll have to come back to this. If it's not a Legends only War Scroll, I've seen this before. I'm not in love with it. I would say it's not very useful for 170. Okay, but nothing else for Doc, so I don't get my Doc mysteriously buffed card. Tzeentch. Okay, so Changecaster has gone down 10. Screamers have gone down 10. They're still awful. The Changeling has gone up 10. That's probably good. The Zangor and Dis have gone down 10. And the Shaman has gone down 10. So, a little small buff to Zangor here, but nothing huge here. David in the chat, yeah, this is supposed to be a fairly decent update here. But they're also kind of a little bit worried about the world's teams potentially getting too disrupted. So they are maybe, especially on the buff side, I'm expecting they're going to do some small changes. All right, let's go to Flesh Eater Courts. So it's a card here we have. Cardinal going up 10. Okay. Ghoul King on Terrorgeist has gone down 20. It's okay. Same with the Zombie Dragon. Okay. The Gore Warden has gone down 10. Okay. The Battlescroll should go up at least 20 points. I hope it's something like that. 10 points. Okay. Morbegs have gone up 20. Yeah. 20 points, huh? That's a lot, man. I'm not so sure about that. Usharan has gone up 20. That should be more. So if it were me, I would do 10 on the Morbegs and then like 60 on Usharan is probably what I would do. Either way, it's a pretty sizable nerf. So if you're playing with 18 Morbeg, you're essentially going to lose 120 points plus Usharan to 140. You're probably going to lose 3 Morbeg, realistically speaking. But apparently there are some rules nerfs. I know about that. Yeah, so Bob in the chat has said changes to Lords of Mana. So my understanding of it from talking to someone before was that it's you can only use it while in combat. But we'll come back and check when this when these PDFs do finally come out. Click the refresh here. Okay, nothing there. We'll come back. For now, I'm going to call this actual effect nerfs. Even just with those points, I think that's already pretty sizable. In the history of Warhammer, you call that a decent nerf. Okay, Fyreslayers are doing very well on a subtle level right now. Okay, Flamekeeper has gone down 10. Okay, that's in a few lists I run, he's decent, but a little bit weird unit. Rune Master's gone up 10. Okay, that's not big. Rune Son of Magmadroth has gone down 20. That's still nowhere near enough for him to be good. The Exile's gone down 10. That's pretty nice. The Grimwrath has gone up 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty big nerf. I mean, it's a very good war scroll, so it makes sense, but that's the sizable nerf. Now, I mean, you definitely probably not take one now, to be honest. I think you just take one of these bad boys, the Grimhold Exile, and probably a Battlesmith. Broadaxe has gone up 10. Okay, the Shield Volkites have gone up 10, and the Flameseekers have gone up 10. There are 100% some ways of building around this that just don't really matter. Probably this last one is the most relevant change, just 10 points here. But I don't think you're going to suffer too much with Fyreslayers. You just have to just sort of swap a few units around. If you assembled all your Hearthguard Berserkers with Broadaxes, I apologize, because probably going to consider swapping some of them out. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Pedro, about these Sling Shields going up. It's kind of insulting to me that they've gone up the same amount as Flameseekers. Flameseekers are a lot better than these, but I think they're saying, in general, the army's doing pretty well, so let's nerf some of the good units. The Flamekeeper definitely pushes you more towards taking the double axe Volkites. Yeah, and for example, this Rune Master getting nerfed by 10 is also a little bit of a nerf to Flameseekers. They have the best synergy with, you know, for example, +1 save for Rune of Fiery Determination, or +1 rend on Searing Heat, or +1 wound on Rune of Fury. All those sorts of buffs generally, affect the Flameseekers. The best is number 1, and then probably number 2 I'd put the shields, and then number 3 I'd put the Broadaxe guys in terms of synergy. So you might start changing other stuff around. Maybe you're not going to take a Rune Master. We'll see what happens. Okay, Gitz. I am a Gitz enjoyer, obviously. Fellwater Trogs have gone down 10. It's not enough, but still glorious, alright? Frazzlegit Shaman and Warwheeler is the same points, but what is the difference? I'm not seeing the difference. The base size, it looks like. So it's on the base that it's supposed to be on. Okay. Loon Smasher Fanatics. Holy moly, 20 points. Alright, that's getting into That's getting into spicy territory down there. Okay. Moonclan shooters have gone down 10. Okay. Moonclan stabbers have gone down 10. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Alright. Okay, so we're buffing all the bad units. Scragrot, I hope he went down. No, but let's have a look. It looks like the Babbling Wand has become a reaction. I wonder why that is. Because it doesn't work otherwise? I'm not sure. That's the only thing I can see right now. Yeah. Alright, that's a bit irrelevant. Snarboss and Warwheeler is on the right base. Okay, good. That's it, right? The Snarlfang Riders. The Jaws hit on 3s. Well, that's actually quite a nice little buff here. I hope the other ones get that as well. Snufflers down 3rd. Okay. Now, they are terrible, right? Because the moon got nerfed. But, hate to say it, but at 110 you can probably spam them. I'd have to try it, but, at 110 you probably can just spam them. They're quite good in combat, so... For Gitz units, like, you gotta look at it from that way, right? Spore Splatter Fanatics at 90 is crazy as well. That's really good at 90. Okay, there's some massive buffs to the units that I play in here, for sure. To sit down and work out some lists. Doesn't look like the Snarlfang Cavalry got the hitting on 3s. Just these guys, which is a little bit weird. Interesting. I still think Fell Waters are too expensive at 180, but this will affect a bunch of my lists, I think. I have to go back into List Builder. You're definitely probably going to see some more people play Fanatics and Kragnos. Looks spicy. I definitely enjoy that this week. Okay, let's go Slaanesh. So Blitzbarb Seekers have gone up 10, that is fair enough. But Chilaxi has gone down 30, so probably that list doesn't even really change in terms of points. Very nice. And Sigvord has gone down 20. Yeah, I would say... okay, I'm going to tick the race to bottom for the Snuffles, alright? I'm gonna tick that, alright? And we did see we did see 2 crappy Cities units buffs, just for the update here. And Blitzbarb Seekers did get nerfed. We got that as well. Okay, I think we've got everything so far. And no Spider Fangs, so I don't get that one. Sad. Okay, Idoneth Deepkin. The Sharks have gone down 20. Okay, that's very good. The Leviathans have gone up 10. Okay, so it probably doesn't change the points that much. And Volturnos has gone down 20. That's a whole lot of nothing. I think that doesn't. I mean, you probably take 2 Sharks, honestly, but that's about it. Don't think that really changes much at all. Iron Jaws, I believe, is nothing. Yeah. Okay, KO. So, the Admiral has gone down 20. I still don't know if he's worth playing, but, maybe? Just not very useful War Scroll, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless you get Field Sergeant, that's kind of the idea. But you sort of don't need it anyway. If you're going to do like an all-infantry army, then maybe, but his abilities are all about the Sky Vessels. He's very weird War Scroll. I'm not sure. Rock has gone up 10. He probably should go up more than that, to be honest. He's kind of extremely good. But the army's not that strong, so I guess. Okay, Gun Hauler at 140 is okay-ish. But I would not count this as KO buffs at all. Because probably for most lists, it just means you've gone up 10 here. I don't think you'd take either of the other things. Okay. I guess we can see Sons of Behemat by clicking on this. So Broad has gone up 20. Okay. Weird. And the Kraken Eater has gone down 20. I don't know about Broad going up 20. That seems a bit weird. I mean, it makes sense in the internal balance of the book, but does this army need a nerf? I'm not so sure about that. I'd love to see the Regiment of Renown changes, by the way. If any of them got points changes, that actually will make a big difference, I think. Especially to Sons of Behemat, but it just doesn't look like anything is there so far. Kruleboyz we've seen. I just want to double check. Oh, we do have a Scaregob totem change. Okay, it's probably just a wording change, but let's check the tapes here. Okay, it looks like that they've changed it to a passive. So +1 to dirty trick rolls. Oh man, that is a huge buff. So you're just getting +1 dirty trick rolls basically the whole game for units wholly within 18. Now, it's harder to get the strikes last off, yes. But I mean, alright, I'm counting that as a buff. That is tasty, I think. That seems pretty nice to me. Yeah, damn. Okay. Nice little buff there. To Kruleboyz. Okay, Lumineth. We've had the mini Carol's gone down 20, the Wind Chargers have gone down 10, the Enlightener's gone down 10, Severeth has gone down 20, Light of Eltharion has gone down 20. I don't think that's anything. Moving on. It's just, I mean, the Cow going down 20 is probably the most relevant there. Nurgle. Did they get completely ignored? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go through it. So, Beasts of Nurgle gone down 10. Lord of Affliction's gone down 20. Lord of Blight's gone up 10. Good. Lord of Play's gone down 10. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense internal balance-wise. Orgoth's has gone down 20. The Pascal Blight Lords have gone down 30. Shout out to Martin. Yeah, no Warden's points increase. No bingo. Warden's +10. RIP. It didn't happen. I forgot the meme. Forgot the meme. I mean, if you're a Lumineth player, you're just happy Wardens didn't go up. So, you know. Well, Killer Carrot, I'm not sure if it is actually a nerf. So if we go back to the Kruleboyz thing. So what I'd say is I'm not sure how easy it was to get the enemy unit thing off, right? Because basically, if you didn't have a shouty boss, it was enemy unit wholly within 12, or if you did, it was wholly within 12, and then like you'd have to get round to the combat phase afterwards to get strikes last. So yes, if they go in and they've already hit you, then you could get the strikes last. But I think overall when you're playing the army, probably having +1 to the dirty trick on your teleport, and then your 5-up crits all the time is probably better than just getting one of those. But I know what you're saying. There is a thing that you've lost, but overall, I'd say maybe this is better. It gives you a guaranteed teleport on your opponent's turn on the first turn as well, because you don't have to wait until they... Oh no, but you can't do it on your opponent's turn. So what would it give you on your opponent's turn? I guess nothing. I still think it is better, but I guess it's not. I guess if you don't run the double teleport sub-faction, it's probably not better. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's pretty equally. Maybe I'll have to lose my bingo here. Alright, let's see. So we have the teleport, the crits, and that's it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure. All right, I'm undoing. I'll concede you right here. I'm gonna undo my my bingo. Sad. I'm one step further away. It's probably not a buff. It's about the same. Okay. Where were we? Nurgle. Yeah, not much. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to Nighthaunt. Nothing. Good. Stay dead. Stay dead, literally. Ogre Mawtribes. Okay. Do I get my Stonehorn's nerfed bingo card? Frostlord on Stonehorn, up 10. Huskard on Stonehorn, up 20. Yeah. Gluttons, down 10. Stonehorn Beast Riders, up 10. Okay, so Glutton's going down 10. Is this a meaningful Gutbusters nerf? I mean, buff? Hell no. Okay, I got a double bingo card there for the Ogres. Very nice. Okay, Bonereapers, Xantos has gone down 20. That's a nice little buff for Mortek especially. Arcana has gone down 20. I'd say the same. Good buff for Mortek. Harvester going down 30. Good buff for Mortek. Bone Shaper going down 10. Good buff for Mortek. And the Soul Reaper going down 10. Also good buff for Mortek. So this is a Mortek Guard buff suite. Because I think you maybe not the Soul Reaper. I think it's quite nice with Mortek, but definitely the other ones you would run with Mortek. So like you could now very easily fit in a double Harvester into your Mortek list for sure. So this is a Mortek Guard. I don't know if it's enough to push them over the line. Otherwise, I could see the Xantos buff being relevant for perhaps Stalkers, or it's okay for Immortus Guard. And it's okay for Archive as well, actually. You maybe would take him in an Archive list now. And Harvester too, so I mean, there's a fair amount of these units that are good with the Archive as well. So maybe an Archive Mortek sort of list looks a little bit better now. Okay. Alright, there are signs of Nulamia changes that we'll get to. Okay, so Seraphon. Not Skaven. Seraphon. Croak. Did he get nerfed? Yes, he's gone up 20 points. I don't think that's going to kill him, guys. Old Blood and Carnosaur's gone. And we got the usual suite of terrible Seraphon units, I'm assuming, getting buffed. Scarvade on Amp, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Stegadon, fine. 40 points is a lot, though, but... Okay. That's a bit of a nothing here. Maybe Stegadons are cheap enough that you can run 4 or something. But, I mean, this is not even a good shooting profile anymore, so... I don't know. Doesn't seem like much to me. Okay, Skaven. This is what we're keen for. Alright. So, what is the change here for Mr. Clawlord? We can go in a Warbringer's Regiment. I believe that's the change. Okay. And I believe it's the same for the Clawbeast. Okay. Deathmaster. Did we get a points drop? No, but we can go in a Deceiver's Regiment. Okay, that's what that's... Okay, fine. Hellpit Abomination has gone down 20. Okay, did we get the Menagerie buff card here? The Master Molder has gone down 10. The Rat Ogres have gone down 10. The Warp Blaster has gone down 10. And I'm assuming we're going to start... And Storm Fiends have stayed the same points, but what is the difference here? The Grinder Fists have been nerfed. So that you can't null deploy. Okay, I see. And is that it? Yeah, that's not relevant for Mutated Menagerie, but that is enough to Storm Fiend spam regular Skaven. Warlock Engineer, down 10. The Cannon is down again. 130 is getting very cheap. Jezzails are down. Okay, I'm calling this a accidental Mutated Menagerie buff. Alright. Slaves to Darkness. Okay. I believe we have actual slaves nerfs. Here we go. Abraxia. Please go down like 40 points or something. Please. 20? I don't know if it's enough. Okay, did Archeon go up in points, please? He's gone down 10. Okay, any changes other than that? I don't think so. So, alright. I see. Be'lakor, I'm assuming, has gone up 20. Okay, Chosen has gone up 20. The Lord and Demonic Mount has gone down 10. The Demon Prince has gone down 20. Okay, decent. The Exalted Hero is 90 points. Spicy. Gaunt Summoner is 190 points. The Sphinx is 160. That's a nice little buff there. 10 points. Nice. The Urgroid Memory is 130 points. Holy shit. Okay. That's a very cheap war scroll now. Alright, Slaughter Brute, my homie. How many points are you? The same points. But, oh my god. Justice for Slaughter Brute. The justice for Slaughter Brute. I should have put that on my bingo card. No. You guys have no idea how happy that makes me. Oh, the justice for Slaughter Brood is real. Oh my god, that actually makes him so much better. Oh my god, it's so funny. So if you guys didn't know what this does, right? So, he had this problem where, he has Mark of Khorne, right? But he has Companion on everything, so +1 attack didn't do anything. Now it does actually do something. So I've been campaigning on Justice for Slaughterbrute for about 3 battle scrolls in a row now, and it's the first time I've given up. And that's when they put it in. So I guess this is a lesson into always keeping faith in your pet units. Alright, the Karens are up 10. Now, I also heard that slaves, the other nerf is that the Slaanesh thingy is 3d6 pick the 2 highest instead of 3d6 charge. So, and Chosen, I think I went past, but they went up 20 as well. So this is, it's some actual nerfs here, but there's enough other changes in here that you can definitely make other strong slaves lists. You don't feel bad about ticking 6 Vanguard for 680, that's still great, but Chosen for that points cost are maybe too expensive now. For 560 for 10, that sounds a bit expensive. Yep. Okay. So, we've been through Gargant's Soulblight. The Direwolves are up 10 for no reason at all. Alright. The Radakar the Beast is down 30, keep going. Vampire Lord is down 20. Yeah, it's decent, but not amazing. And Vargeist are down 10. I would call that a whole lot of nothing. Moving on. Direwolves up 10 is outrageous. Stormcast Eternals. Now, there's one change I got a message about here that it cannot be real, okay? It cannot be real. This is not it yet, right? So, Annihilator's down 10. Nice. Annihilators with Grand Hammers down 20. Now, this will be relevant for the Unga Bunga Bastion Carthalos full send list. I believe I can get 12 Annihilators and Grand Hammers in Karazai now, okay? So, that will be the list. Salston Prime is down 30. Nice. Ionis should be up. No. What is the change here? We have Ruination Chamber. We still have Warmaster. What is going on here? We've gained the Ruination Chamber ability. Okay, so he wasn't good enough, I guess. Okay. Fine. Well, now he's a proper Ruination Chamber unit then. Okay. Lord Aquila has stayed the same points. And Vanguard has become once per turn army. Okay, so I'm guessing that's been applied to all of them. That is a considerable nerf. For sure. Bastion has gone down 20. Nice. I hope the Imperator goes down too. Yes, 20. Alright. We might be in. We might be able to do the Annihilators with Grand Hammers list. The Veritant has gone down 10 for 110. Okay, they want you to use the stuff from the new box. The Gryfstalker's gone down 20. Neve Black Talon's gone down 20. So that's the same cost as the Regiment of Renown, I believe. Prosecutors, I hope, went up 10. Yeah, that's good. Quest of Soulsworn have gone... Holy crap. Okay, they're buffing all my units. Down 20. Okay, and we've come to the thing that cannot be real in any circumstance. And that is that Sequitors have gone down 50 points. Now, this is terrible. I hope this is an error. I really hope that that's an error. Now, you look at it and you go, it's only 10 wounds for 120, and that would be true, but the ability is so strong that I'm a little bit worried about this. Depends if it can be at a meta spot where the ability is strong enough for a defensive tool, but as an offensive tool, you just got to look at this unit now as... You know, this is probably one of your best hammers in the army. I'd have to sit down and do the math, but with +1 attack, and crit 5s, and easy access to +1 to wound and +1 to hit, right? I think it's, you know, if you've got, 10 Sequitors would be 30 attacks on 2s and 2s with crit 5s, and then of those, you would have, 8, and then you get 1 extra one, because you can still arm the champ with a mace, I believe, with the Stormsmite, Great Mace. So you'd have 9 attacks at damage 2, and then 22 attacks at damage 1, but with crit 5s. And I think that would roughly work out to mathematically you would get about the same hits. Basically get all your dice through, essentially, is probably the way that works mathematically on 2s and 2s. So that means that you're doing, say it's against a 4-up save, your damage 2 will be doing sort of 10 damage, and then you're going to get, let's say 11 damage for an element. So you're looking like something like 20 damage for 240 points against a 4-up save. It's pretty strong for Stormcast. So, and then the defensive ability is insane as well, because let's say your opponent has reliance on crit mortals, or the only rend they have in their army is, for example, rend 1 or something. Just think there's no realm where this is not a problem doing this for 4 worlds. I'm not sure about that one. And then the Emberwatch and all this is legends. So now the other consolidation here is just is making the Vanguard units all be once per army. So this is, I believe this will kill the 18 long strikes lists. It will kill the 12 Paladors lists. Now we got a Vigilus change here as well. Yeah, they've gone up 10. Okay, and Andrasta has gone down 20. Okay, so some buffs to some fun lists in there. I don't like the Sequid is buffed at all. That seems insane. I'm concerned about this, but the rest of it is just whatever. I think. If you like Bastion and Annihilators, you're gonna have some fun with that, I think. Okay, Sylvaneth. Gossamids, what's going on here? I'm not seeing the change. Hurts my brain. You can't move any part into combat. Okay, this is the change. So, if you shoot in combat, then you can run away afterwards. I believe that's the change here. Okay, then the twist wield. What is the change here? Are we base sizing? Looks like we're base sizing. Alright, we have base sized. That's it for Sylvaneth. Not much going on there. So no Sylvaneth catches a stray. I haven't got bingo yet. Oh no, I have. I've got this. I've got the no announcement article because well, let's double check that. All right. Have we got an announcement article? No. So I do have bingo already. Okay, because I got the free one in the middle. But let's keep going. We've seen that. Okay, are we done now? I think we might be done now. These are all armies of renown. Did I miss anybody? We did. Yeah, it looks like I've done everybody. Please say something in the chat if I haven't, but looks like I've done everyone here. Yeah. Khorne, Bonesplitterz, cities. Doc got nothing right. This is a Legends War Scroll. I don't believe any of this changed other than the Snarlfang Riders change. So what am I feeling overall after going through this? I feel like a lot of the mid-tier stuff is probably gonna just rise to the top. I don't think any of the bottom tier stuff has been buffed in any significant way. And then a lot of the top stuff has been nerfed, but I am slightly worried that Feck and Slayers can just both do a side grade. Yeah. That's probably on the cards. It's pretty light touch, this FAQ. I don't think for the Worlds teams it's going to be such a massive issue, any of these changes. The Gitz stuff is the spiciest to me. This is a lot of points for these units. I don't know if anyone has the patience to play this army, but at least not to the amount of models that you would need to run. Like if you're putting stabbers at this point, its value, you probably need to run 80. Probably needs to be 40 shooters as well, and then fanatics on top of that. And then you're getting a whole bunch of value, but it's a lot of models, and ultimately you're never going to win games by a huge amount. That's where I'm at the moment. I will go do some